Hello. I'm having to come live with my daggone cell phone. Probably should have switched this. Hello. Let me see. Share mute microphone. Don't want to mute the microphone. What is this? That's all the chats. And nope. Whoops. Thought to hit the wrong thing. Hello. Well, hey, Miss Cushionberry. How are you? I have a special guest with me today. Come in, come in. Well, hey, Big Hamp. No, not my dad. Not my dad. Hey, Miss Teresa Spencer. Hi, Miss Catherine Keller. There's a handsome guy behind me. Yes, him is. Hi, Joy. How are you? I have a special guest in my studio with me today. Hello, Donna. Yes, Sheila, you did make it to one of my live streams. Hey, Miss Boutique. How are you? Yes, it is my hubby. How are you, Big Hamp? Hi, Howard Hicks. Hi, welcome. Hey, Laura. How are y'all today? Hey, Miss Coleman. Thank you for your information. I will be acting on that soon. Wanda Hader. Hey, darling. Looking forward to chatting to you as well. Sorry for being late. I am having internet issues, so I'm coming live from my cell phone tonight. Miss Boutique says, hey, Miss Eve Husby. Miss Crafthead Creations Kenya says, hey, hubby. Hey, everyone. And y'all, while she said, hey, Mr. Booty. They said, sorry, happy to see you feeling better. And Big Ham says, nice to meet you. We love Eve. Hey, Angela. Hi. Bannon from Saudi Arabia. I don't mind you being here. Welcome. Vivian Crosby. Welcome. Welcome. Hi, Eve. Hi, hubby. Good to see you. You have a wonderful wife. Y'all are making me blush over here. Where have you been? I know. Hey, young man, where did you find him? I found him 20 years ago, man. That's crazy. And they said they're glad to see that you're feeling better. Now, I'm on my cell phone, so the chat is going to be doing like this. So forgive me if I missed something. Yes, I know. I'm sorry. My internet is still being dumb. So I'm streaming from my phone. Hey, Miss Tina Baker, and hi, Joy S. Yes, people from everywhere. That is phenomenal. So I was like, oh my gosh, this is just a pain in the butt. So I told him we're gonna have to do the phone. She says, does he help with the orders? And Miss Ethel Smith says, hi, even hubby, he looks great. So help with the orders. He helped me pay for stuff to get the orders.
So I do help.
So he helps in that way, but that's it. No, there have been times you come in and help me with a couple of things, but and keep me company quite a bit out here in my trap house. So we do get a lot done out here, but most of the time he says he stays out of my way, because once I get into the zone, I'm in the zone, and I get to go in. Miss Valerie Hill says, hi, he helps spend the profit. No, I think that's all my job, unfortunately. And Miss Tina Baker says that's help. Yeah, it's quite a bit of help. But again, for those that are just now popping in, I have had internet issues this evening, so I'm on my cell phone out here in the studio trying to figure out what in the world I have done to my internet, and trying to get my system back up and going. You still haven't used the 770? Come on, man. Does he sew too? She asks.
Not anymore.
Once upon a time. Back in school, right? Yeah, in school he used to sew, or he took a class. And I'm sure if I came up with a project, it was going to work out really well and he would be able to do it. She said, why not anymore? Oh,
I have
cool.
my own business to run.
Yeah. He does a different. Hey, Katie, Miss Tina Baker, congratulations. Where's my cowbell? Hold on. Congratulations, you got a machine. Woo! Holler. Yes, congratulations. Need to get back at it. Miss Crosby said you need to get back into sewing. That would be cool to have him out here sewing with me. Put him on the sewing machine and get him to help me run the embroidery machine. That would be really cool. And one day I told him that once I get to a certain place, I may need help, and asked him would he come help me, and he was like, no. So I don't know. He was like, I'm tired. He's already run his business and in the process of hopefully retiring from his business. So, that's how that goes. I'm not going to complain too much. I hope you guys can hear me really well because I'm using, again, my cell phone instead of my somewhat pricey microphone setup. I can't get it to work. Well, I could actually hook it to my phone, but it may mess up something, so I'm not going to do that. But at any rate, how is everyone doing? What do you have going on? I wanted to see what everyone. Thank you for letting me know. I appreciate that because you guys know I have issues from time to time. Retire from his and help you run it together. I can hear you quite well. You know what? He would be excellent with the paperwork part, the money aspect of it. I would be forced to streamline because he's really good at that. So yes, that part he could probably help me out. Hello, there is something. Yeah, I know. I have a clip holding my phone up, and so it's right here on the side. And I tried to move it, but I don't want to tear up anything, drop the phone, and all of that mess. So I apologize for that a little bit. That's why I was trying to scooch in a little bit closer. Scooch in closer to him, but I was trying to see. Thank you, Miss Carolyn Good. Welcome. I don't remember seeing your name in here, so welcome to our chat, Miss Good. Thank you for being here today. I so want to learn to make in the hoop bibs, write names on items saying in the butt if baby panties. Oh, that would be cute. The topic today, Miss Tina. Sorry. The topic today is we're going to discuss preparing for the upcoming season. I tried to type that all the way out, and when you're doing live by phone, it won't let you type all of that out. And I already had a whole live thing, description and all set up on the computer, but on the phone, it won't let you do all of that. So I'll have to add all the descriptions and stuff after the live broadcast, and unfortunately, I was like 20 minutes late for it. So we'll add all of that. But what we're trying to do is prepare for what's coming up. And what got me thinking about that was I made a trip to my local super huge Dollar Tree, and they had a great selection of now there are so many different names for it, but like the winter caps, the toboggans, or the stretch caps, knit caps, whatever, toboggans, beanies, whatever you want to call them. They had a whole line of them, different colors, really pretty. And they had some from last year, but I didn't see my pink one. The pink one was my favorite, but I didn't see that one. And now they have scarves to go with a lot of them. So I was like, you know what? It would be cool to make, skull caps. That's another name. Oh man, Miss Burdette, I am sorry to hear that you haven't been able to do anything due to the hurricane. It's been messing with a lot of different people. Yeah, I think, Miss Cushionberry, I think what it is if I go through the phone, it alerts everybody. It's like YouTube gives preference to when you stream by phone versus when you stream on the computer. I don't know why, but it does. So I may have to use that. I love that pic of you in that pink cap you did. I love that pink cap, girl. I just knew I was cute in that hat. Gift ideas. Yeah, that's what I was going into. So I was like, okay, so the hat, the scarf, mittens, because they did have gloves. They don't make mittens anymore. I don't know. Gloves, and like a mug with some hot cocoa in it in a basket. It could be a gift for the season coming up. And I wanted to get some feedback. Hey, Miss Jacqueline Howard and Bannon, you say you got 3 alarms? Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, it's crazy. I've been trying to get online. So I wanted to get feedback from you guys and say, hey, what do you have planned for the season that you may not have done before? Or say, for instance, if you've done it before and it worked really well for you, then what was your idea? I know last year Miss Candia had us gave us the idea of doing the oven mitt sets, and that went really well for a lot of people. I know for me it didn't do quite as well at all, and I invested quite a bit in doing that, but I've learned my lesson. So this time, if I'm going to be getting into something, I'm not going to invest quite as much like that before. Table runners and napkins sounds awesome. I'm in the middle of making a lot of scarves and caps at this time, Miss Crosby. That's cool because a lot of the winter ball caps too is starting to pick up on my end. I just got an order the other day for, I want to say 5 or 6 hats from one vendor. So there's a lot of things that you wouldn't, like t-shirts is on their way out. I just did a hoodie for someone, a celebrity of sorts. I did his hoodie and a ball cap to match. Oven hanging towels would be awesome. Aprons for the art teacher, that's a cool idea. I've actually been doing not aprons. I have one order for an apron for one cafeteria worker, but I haven't done her order yet. I have the cafeteria worker caps. I've been doing those. And a school, because school back in session, some of the school teachers, they're getting ball caps with the school logo on it. That's been doing really well. I want to monogram on scarves and shawls. That would be lovely, especially the shawls. Table toppers for the holidays. Yes, 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 you guys, yes. I do mugs with hot chocolate, dip spoons in chocolate. Ooh, want to learn mug rugs? Mug rugs. If you do a winter cap, match it with the mug rug or whatever they call the wrap to keep coffee hot. That's an excellent idea. As a matter of fact, you could do, if you have an in the hoop, if you have a hoop big enough, because there aren't any mug rugs or mug wraps that I know of that are big enough for, or they're all larger than a 4x4 hoop. They don't have that for the 4x4 hoop because that would be too small for the 4x4. Too big for the 4. I can't get it together tonight. I got kind of a headache too, so forgive me. But if you have 5x7 and larger, yes, you can do the mug wraps, the mug rug with the hat, the scarf, and put it in as a little set. That would be really cute. Some gift sets of embroidered soaps. I've heard of that. I wanted to try that one time, but I decided against it. Embroidered tissue towels and embroidered candles. Big Ham, I'm glad you mentioned that because we'll be looking into doing freestanding lace. That's been in the roster. Your hubby looks like the most patient man. I love it. He really is. He really is. I was talking to them last time I was live. Yeah, last time I was live about going to the thing in Chattanooga. And I was talking about how you probably be bored out of your mind because I wanted to be there all day. And I know he ain't going to want to be there all day. But he is supposed to be going with me to Chattanooga. So that would be really cool. Yes, freestanding lace. So I do have that in the plans and been meaning to do it, and I actually have the designs for it. But since, and nice looking too. Yes, him is. Big Hemp, you mentioned the soaps and the candles. That would be cool to add to the freestanding lace projects. So I think that's, yep. Oh my goodness, freestanding lace would be awesome for the collars and inserts on reborn girl clothes. Yes, embroidered soaps. Yes, Miss Tina Baker. Soaps and candles using the freestanding lace. It is beautiful, and we'll see about getting a video up. Basically, if you're familiar with what freestanding lace is, you're doing freestanding lace, but it's on, now there's a couple of different ways I've seen it, but the way that I saw that was the coolest was you're embroidering on the freestanding lace on like a mesh. It's really, really fine, clear mesh, and then you put it on the soap and kind of like melt it to the surface of the soap, and when you wrap it, it's just absolutely gorgeous. It looks like the soap is actually embroidered, or the candle is actually embroidered. And there's more than one way I've seen it done. So that would be really cool. I want to try the Christmas stockings as well. Facebook page is at the baby's booty. So a lot of times people look me up under the baby booty, and it's not baby singular, it's baby plural. So it's BABYSBOOTY on Facebook. So you can find me there, and Twitter and Instagram, the baby's booty. I'm doing embroidered wine bags. Yes, I make the bags as well. Great gift for the holidays. Yes, it is beautiful on organza. Yes, organza is gorgeous. Hi E from Port Allen. One year I made Christmas tree ornaments. That's also another, especially with freestanding lace, gorgeous ornaments with freestanding lace. There's a lot of different things out there. That's better than burning an image with tissue paper and wax. Safer as well. You see you burning up fingers now trying to get that thing on there. But I mean, there's more than one way to skin a cat, and the embroidery part of it is actually really cool to see it, because I have seen it and it's gorgeous actually. So That would be a lot of fun. We may have to make an hour-long video or break it up or something so that we can get a lot of freestanding lace in, because lace is excellent for all of the different seasons that are coming up, from, you know, the fall season for the table dressings for the holidays for that. Then you have winter and the snowflakes and stuff, and then, you know, of course, the final season, the Christmas season of the year, all of that. You see lace in all of that, and there's a lot of different things on there. I did try to write a name on a onesie. It went up and ripped the shirt. I did use tearaway. No, ma'am, I'm sorry. When you do anything, any article of clothing that's going to be washed, when you wear it, you can't tear it. So you have to use cutaway. If you wear it, you don't tear it. So use cutaway stabilizer under onesies, t-shirts, anything you're wearing, with the exception of anything you're wearing and going to wash a lot, except for towels. Towels you can use cutaway, but it's a thicker fabric. If you really stop and think about it, it's a lot thicker. But even with my sweatshirts, cutaway at all times under clothing. And there is a special mesh cutaway that's kind of super thin and soft, and you can use that under a onesie, and it'll help. You actually should probably do fusible cutaway, and that'll help keep it from stretching when you're doing the onesies, because onesies are bad for stretching. You don't only have to use freestanding lace. You can use regular designs and do it on organza and such. Oh, that would be cool. Now, I haven't seen it with a regular design, so that would be neat to do. We could probably do one with freestanding lace and one without, so that would be really cool. No show mesh, yes, we'll try later. I want to use, yes, you have to. So make sure you have cutaway for your clothing. I was thinking of making grandbabies embroidered hooded towels. Yes, no show poly mesh. Thank you, Katie. That's the name of the cutaway that you want to use under t-shirts, jersey knit stretchy stuff. But if it's really stretchy and soft, you can, like I said, use the fusible, where you iron it on the backside. It has like a really thin glue, and you iron it on, and it'll keep it from stretching the back of your outfit or shirt or t-shirt or whatever stretchy thing it is that you're embroidering on. Excuse me. So we also have some really cool things. Let's see, I said the freestanding lace, and now Big Hemp has opened up a can of worms, and we'll be doing some other things. Where do you get your designs? Several places. One of the main places I personally get my designs from is emblibrary.com. So like embroidery, EMB, and then library.com. I spend a lot of money there. Too much money there. And if you go there on Tuesdays, every Tuesday, they put a whole section of designs on sale for like $1.40. So that's what you want to keep in mind for designs. What type of stabilizer on baby blankets? My baby blankets are doubles, 2 layers. And you said that in front of your husband. He knows. As a matter of fact, he'll ask me, hey, it's Tuesday, what kind of designs, so he knows what my weakness is. And actually, I've been doing really well. I haven't spent anything there in the last couple of weeks, so I've been doing good. But that's one of my biggest websites that I go to get. He had the cutest look on his face too. He's trying to be nice. And look, I'm a hear it when we hang. No, I'm just kidding. He's not bad like that, actually. And because he's encouraged me to put profits back into the business, and that's pretty much what I do. So I just go ahead and download the designs onto my computer and make sure that they're designs that fits my hoops. He has an awesome grin, she said. And I put them on the computer and then transfer them to either the big machine or the little machine, whichever one I'm working with. Store-bought blankets for the stabilizer. Yeah, see, I don't use store-bought blankets. I pretty much just use flannel and flannel 2 layers, embroider on the top layer, do the minky flannel on the back, and then you can't see the back of the back of the embroidery. But if I did do a blanket, to be 100% honest, 9 times out of 10, I would probably do a really fine cutaway on the back of the baby blanket. But if you don't want to see that stabilizer, then you know you can do tear away because it's so thick. But I actually would prefer a cutaway because baby, especially a baby blanket, you're gonna wash it over and over and over. But you'll do the same thing with towels too. So in theory, you can use cutaway. Quilts, no. Have you tried that quilting? I haven't had time to even. I haven't had time to do anything I've wanted to do. As a matter of fact, let me show you. So this is something else new that I was planning to show. I'm fine, Maria. Welcome. Welcome to our chat. Whether you use to transfer your designs from computer to machine. I'll get to that in a moment. This is a sock easy for me to do socks. This was another project that we were going to do, and I haven't had time. I haven't had time to do it. So I'm working on it, Big Camp. Don't give up on me just yet. Transferring from computer to machine with the 4x4 machines. Of course, there's a plug with mine anyway that I can connect directly from the USB to the machine to the USB to the laptop, and I just drag and drop from laptop to machine. But on the big machine in the back, there's a USB jump drive that came with the machine, and I stick that in the USB, download to the jump drive, and then put it on the machine. However, in speaking with one of the viewers here, Ms. Coleman, she informed me of something really cool that I think is going to be neat, where I can use it as a virtual drive and send it directly to the machine without having to use that jump drive back and forth. So I'm really excited about that. I saw that online. Let me know how the sock holder works. Yes, that sock holder looks to be very easy to do, so I'm quite excited about that. And socks could be something else really cool to give as a gift, because you know it's wintertime. You know, it should be really simple to do and give. You know, those super soft fuzzy socks would be really cool. And the 770, if it came with a jump drive, then there you go. That's the answer for yours. You can plug it into the laptop, drag and drop it onto the drive, take it out, and then plug it into your machine, and you'll be able to have your design from the machine to the from the computer to the machine. So that's really cool. But the smaller machines, I know the PE 500 did not come with it, and the newer, I think it's a PE 560 or 570, the new small embroidery machine, I don't know if it comes with it or not, but I doubt it, because that's just, it's the little machine, so they don't give very much with that. But it does have a cord that you can plug into the machine and into your computer. And the Sock Easy is for any embroidery machine. I'm excited. So we can use this with 4x4, not with the big machine. So we'll be doing that with this one, and it is on Amazon. So I'll provide a link when we do the actual project with it. Save a design like words in 2 to 3 lines. Is your hubby there to make sure you stick to your time limit? Probably. But no, not necessarily. He's very patient and very kind. And actually, we were laughing because of my dad. I told my dad after the last broadcast what you guys were saying, and oh my God, why did I do that? He's full of himself now. And when I called him the next day, he says, "Oh well, you're a superstar, Daddy says blah 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 blah." And I'm like, I'm gonna need you to not say that, because you're not a superstar. Oh my God, can you not do that, Dad? So yeah, it's a lot of hype behind going live, and I've been pumping folks up. And I even had my aunties wanted to come and go live. They may be watching, I don't know. They've been having trouble learning how to do the chat. But, you know, so you may see some folk pop up in the background from time to time. So it's really cool. Tried to embroider diagonally. Yes, I have embroidered diagonally. And there was a question a while back. Let me see. Save a design. Words in 2 to 3 lines. I actually do that on, it's difficult to do that on the small machine and the PE 770. You pretty much have to you know, stitch one line and then bump it down and stitch the next, unfortunately. If you have an embroidery design editing software program such as Sew What Pro, I push that a lot, and that's why I push Sew What Pro as hard as I do, because it's so affordable. I mean, well, I'm saying so affordable, and I know $65 is still a lot of money, but in comparison to $1,000 or $600, for instance, that's a lot of money. I'm sorry. And when I first started, and I had the machine itself wasn't $300, it was right at $300. Why am I gonna spend $1,000 on a 300? It just didn't make sense. So if you have the Sew What Pro or the editing software program, I promise you, you will find something that you will not be able to live without the project with. I mean, you have to have Sew What. I can't live without my Sew What Pro. I just can't. I cannot, because I do too much that I want to do. And that's where Sew What Pro comes in. You're able to take designs, put the name under it. You ain't got to rehoop or none of it. It's just all together. So yeah, definitely, if you can't afford to, and they have a free trial if you go on my website. I did fix that link. Someone asked me about that, and I found my mistake. I had it linked wrong. If you go on my website under Sew What Pro, it's thebabiesbooty.com. Sew What Pro, you can download the tutorial, okay? And if you do the demo version, sorry, not tutorial, the demo. If you do the demo version, it's limited to the first 3 color stops, and you'll see what I mean once you get the program up and going. But for 30 days, you can actually use it and do all the stuff that you might want to do with it. But when it comes time to saving it and putting it on the machine, it's going to be a little bit limited. And I have a video out on YouTube that will explain how that works and why it's limited and all of that jazz. So feel free to check that out, Miss Joy, and I think you'll find it to be quite helpful. Thank you, Miss Baker. I'm glad you watched it. That makes me happy, because we want everyone to have happy embroidering, do we not? That's awesome. Let me go back. I'm sorry, I'm scrolling back. Oh, I already said yes, I do diagonally. So Miss KD, yes, I love my mom and my dad. They are phenomenal. They're huge supporters of mine. I'm gonna need a much larger studio if you go all in the family. I know, right? That's pretty much where I'm at with it. It's crazy. I'm surprised. Well, my son popped in. When was that? It wasn't this last time. I think it was the time before. So my son even came in with his crazy self. So yeah, begging for food. I remember now. Like, really? You know I'm live. Why would you do that? It's just teenagers. You have a 350 Singer editor. Yes. Now some programs do have editing software that'll come with it. I mean, some machines will have editing software programs that will come with it, and by all means, use them. I'm not going to tell you this program is better than that program so that you will come spend. No, I'm a firm believer. My grandpa taught me, use what you got. So if you have an editing software program and it's working for you, fine, use it. If you can find one for free or something, I don't know, use it. You know, but if you do have the 65 to invest, I will tell you, you will not be disappointed in it, because there is going to be something that you will not be able to live without it for in embroidery. That's just is hands down. So I love it. Your son and daughter can pass for twins. Yes. Yes, actually they're called, what is it, Dutch twins, when they're not a year apart. Irish twins, some kind of twins. They're not a year apart. So and they laugh about that all the time. So but Rebecca is older than him, not quite a year, so it's really cool. I'm not having a what's that, Miss Maria? I'm not sure. Is applique as difficult as it looks? Ooh, I may not be the best person to ask that question. I hate applique. But applique is awesome if you can get it to do right. Applique is gorgeous. It's fun. If you can get it to do, like, for instance, sometimes it's not digitized as well as Irish twins. Okay, you were right, I was wrong. Sometimes it's not digitized because the thing is, you lay, okay, it stitches out the placement line for your fabric if you don't cut the fabric out ahead of time. And then you lay the fabric down, and then it stitches out the line to where it tacks down the fabric. And what you're supposed to do at that point is trim right up against that line, and then cut that excess fabric out. And then after that, the satin stitches come and cover all of that. Well, if you don't have, if it's not digitized correctly and the satin stitches aren't as wide. Hey, Miss Gail Fort Kathy, how are you today? Welcome. Um, Successful night with the chat side. My phone just crashed. It's restarted. Well, oh, okay, no problem. Well, I'm glad you're back. Welcome back. If the satin column isn't thick enough or wide enough, it's a pain in the rump, man. I watched Candia embroider a football design and use Sew It Pro. I haven't seen. I need to watch her video. I haven't seen them yet. I've been busy. When she embroidered the design, she had to skip to do the name. Can you insert it within the design to keep from having to go back and forth? I would need to see her video to see how the design is, but in most instances, yes, you can have it set up where you don't have to skip all around. You can reorder things, but I don't know for sure until I see the actual design and how it works, because sometimes the design is set up specifically to go in a certain order. Hey, Pearl Ray, welcome. I haven't seen you in here before. Welcome to our chat. But sometimes it's set up that way for a reason, and if you skip all around, it can throw things out of whack. So until I actually see how her design is, I'm I wouldn't really be able to comment too much on that. But you can reorder within Sew It Pro, and then you don't have to keep going back and forth like that. You said if cutting, Miss KD said if cutting, oh my God, if cutting the material as sewn, good scissors make a big difference. Yes, and I did end up investing in a good pair of applique scissors, and that has helped. Hey everyone, I have Embrilliance. Have you used it? If so, which do you like best, Embrilliance or Sew It Pro? I have not used Embrilliance, so not the editor, so I don't know. Isn't it better if you purchase good design? Yes, it is better if you do get a good embroidery. Like for instance, I did one that I bought off of Etsy. It was, unfortunately it was a Disney thing, and I normally don't do Disney because I know it's licensed. I hate doing it. But I did get a design off of there. But when I tell you the applique on that was so easy. I mean, even if I hadn't have cut all the way up against the line, the satin thickness of the satin stitches was perfect to where it covered everything. And then it was wide enough where even if I cut too far out in one section or not, it covered it all. I mean, it had a nice wide space for the applique satin stitches. So it was awesome. So yes, sometimes the better embroidery designs make it much easier to do. And then some people just don't digitize applique very well. I've had some that are not that good, and that's probably what wound up burning me about it. So hopefully you won't have that issue. She was adding the name to the design, and that is why she was skipping. I watched it. In fact, I'm doing it now. Yes, so you can actually, oh my God, no, my phone is not doing that right now. You can actually add the name and get it where it won't skip around like that. Hold on, I'm gonna plug up my phone. And you won't have to worry about having to skip, because you can add it and then move it up so that it'll be where it's supposed to be. And then that would have solved that problem. So yes, I was told, so proud you mentioned has great lettering. The duckbill applique scissors are the best. I've heard that. The ones I have are not duckbill. Should we stop asking questions so you can bless us with your with your knowledge? We are so happy to. But the questions allow us to interact, and that's the whole point. I have Embrilliance, and I love the program. Oh, Sew It Pro. Sorry. I was told Sew It Pro you mentioned has great lettering. Sew It Pro. Sew It Pro is not the lettering that's good. Sew It Pro, you use lettering that you've purchased outside of the program and bring it in, and that's the benefit of Sew It Pro. And you can click each letter and add it in a straight line or however you want to do it, instead of having to go out, find that letter, merge it in, then go back out, find another letter, merge it back in. That's the real cool thing I do like about Sew It Pro. It streamlines doing what's called alphabet mode, where you can, pick your letters and put them in. As long as the letters are all in the same folder, it's really easy to do. Can you save it that way? Yes. What do you mean save it that way? After they've been put into, like, say for instance, the file they're talking about where she added the letters at the end. Yes, you can save. Once you put a design together however you want, you can save it like that. Now, as far as saving the letters in Sew It Pro, no. Sew It Pro, what it does is in the alphabet mode, it goes out into the folder with the alphabets in it, and it pulls that up for you. All of the letters in the folder, it pulls it up for you, and then you can put it in that way. And Brilliance does have a free a unlimited demo version of sorts, program where you can use BX fonts, is what Miss Jacqueline Howard is talking about. And yes, I have used that. It's still, you're welcome, dear. It's still on my computer. Every blue moon I'll go out and use it. And the BX fonts, you can type the letter on your keyboard and it actually puts it on the screen. And that's, I use Embroiderers for monogramming and lettering only because it uses BX fonts, right? And see, Sew It Pro doesn't use BX, whereas, like I said, BX, the whole reason for that is typing it out on the keyboard. But I'm so used to going straight to the letters and knowing how to find them until it doesn't bother me to do that at all. I like the way your program lets you pick the letters. It's much easier than the Bernina's lettering program, and I haven't used it, so I don't know, but I'm glad it's better. One thing's for certain, we're trying to make sure, they're trying to make sure that it's easy to use no matter who's using it. But if you prefer to type out what you want to, like for instance, if you're doing a whole saying, like, always kiss me good night and under the moon and under the stars or something like that, and that's a whole lot of letters to put in, that's the benefit of BX fonts, where you can just sit there and type it out. But with Sew It Pro, you would actually have to click each letter, but all of the letters are right there on the right hand side. So, it's up to the preference of the user, and what you have going with it. But I have so many fonts until, I don't know. It depends. It depends on what I have going on, whether I use the Embroiderers BX program or the Sew It Pro. I use the Embroidery Magic 2 and Singer Auto Punch. Those are two I've never heard of. You got two on me. I don't know anything about those. So I hope those work. The lens on your camera looks as if there's a fog on your right hand side. Yes, it is, because there's a contraption that I'm using to hold my phone, and for whatever reason the designers made it where the top part cradles the phone like this. So of course my camera on my Samsung is at the top of the phone, so when it's cradled around you can kind of see it. So that's why I scooched over closer to this one, so that so that I'll be out of the way of Fuzzy, because if I come over here I'm gonna disappear. So yeah, sorry, I'm having to use my phone today because my internet is acting monkey, and I don't know what's going on today, and I didn't feel like fighting with it. I was already 20 minutes late. I rebooted my modem, rebooted my computer. It was just crazy. So I was like, you know what? Hi, glad I didn't miss it. Hey, Miss Barbara Zekas, welcome. You're not fuzzy even with my adult beverage. Alright, Miss Katie, don't be acting up in my live chat. Maria says, oh, okay, I thought my glasses were dirty. No, ma'am. No, sorry. Big Ham, there were problems with the lettering on Sew It Pro when she was pulling them in for the name. There were issues with some of the letters. It also has wide stitches that were too wide. Have you run into this? It also has wide stitches that were too wide. Wide stitches with what? The letters? Are you talking about with the lettering or with what was too wide? She was pulling them in for the name. I'm gonna have to look at the video. I'm gonna have to look at the video. Yes. If you're talking about for the letters, that wouldn't have anything to do with Sew It Pro. That would be the lettering, wherever the letters came from. Because Sew It Pro is not a digitizer. there were some missing stitches on the letter. That would be a problem with the digitizing and the digitizer. So this thing is telling me low battery. It should be plugged in. I don't know why it's acting up. Oh, you know what? No. Okay, it should be plugged in. I don't know what's going on. Everything wanting to fight against me today. Let me check and make sure it's plugged up. Yeah, it's plugged up. Oh. No, of course it wasn't plugged up.
Oh my goodness.
That would explain a lot, wouldn't it? There we go. He's such a patient man, isn't he? You guys are patient too. Boy, I tell you, I'm saying, hey, Miss Cat, how are you? Welcome to the craziness that is up. I said crazy. Oh my God. I couldn't get away from it. Missing stitches on the letter. I'm not sure why there would be missing stitches. There should not have been. The only thing that would cause missing stitches is either the way it was digitized, or if it was resized, or if for whatever reason it was imported incorrectly. So in that instance, I would contact the digitizer or the company where you bought it from. Like, say for instance, it was Designs by Juju. She has a lot of fonts. Go back to her website where you bought the font, download it again, unzip it again, and then put it back into Sew It Pro and see if that's the problem. If that's not the problem, or if that still has the spaces and the stitches, then I would contact Designs by Juju and ask. He needs to go to the man cave with my husband to watch the ball game. He doesn't really, we don't watch sports.
I have enough heart problems.
Yeah, we don't watch sports. Actually, we don't watch television at all. We haven't watched sat down in our house and watched TV in 7 years. Roughly 7 years. So we pretty much watch. There you go.
No,
we watch Netflix, but that's it. You know, like that type shows, and even then I don't really watch TV like that. So but yeah, no, his man cave is a lot of times, like, we both play games. I used to play a lot with him, but it's been a while because this has taken up so much of my life doing the embroidery. So I don't play the games much anymore, but I do still have them, and I would still like to play, but I just don't have time. It's just, I don't have time. Who watches TV anymore? Thanks for sharing her. We appreciate her so much. Thank you, Miss Tori. I thought she said that they were being pulled in from Sew It Pro. Does it have lettering, or is it? Oh, okay, hold up. I hear what you're saying now, because I don't use that feature. Sew It Pro does have where you can use true type fonts, and it will kind of like use them. I need to pull it up and look at it because it's been a while since I've used it, and I'm hoping that my phone doesn't know she bought the lettering. Think that it's great that you don't watch TV. Yeah, we don't watch TV like that.
You can watch a video before you make any more comments.
Oh yeah, technically you're right. I do need to watch the video first, but there is a lettering function though in Sew It Pro where you can type in the information and it kind of like digitizes it based off of your fonts that are on your computer. I don't use it because I haven't gotten excellent results out of it. I promise you. I love the program, but I will tell you, I would prefer you use a purchased font rather than use that in the program, because there's been mixed reviews on it, you know. So you can give it a shot, but what I would suggest is stitch it out on something practice first before you put it on the item that you really want it to go on. And that way you know for sure. So that's the safe thing I would say to do with Sew It Pro. Now I am at 43 minutes and my phone keeps hollering low battery, and I really don't want this to disconnect on y'all because that would be kind of embarrassing. Y'all know how I do. So at any rate, I want to say thank you to everyone that has popped in with me today, albeit I was late. I apologize. Hopefully I'm gonna get this internet thing straightened out one day soon, I hope. And I want to thank my awesome assistant of 20 years for coming in and joining us today. I appreciate that, honey. And hopefully the next time we'll have another special guest. I don't know. Embroidery wear? No, I haven't used embroidery wear. I use Wilcom Hatch for digitizing. She say, no, don't go. Miss Teresa, I'm gonna have to get off because I don't want it to I don't want it to die on you. So yeah, no, that's it. And thank you, Miss Katie Chenners. Happy embroidering to you too. So thank you all. I'm gonna put more information in this description. I'm gonna have to log in some kind of way and do it. But I look forward to doing the freestanding lace with you guys and the doing socks with you guys. So hopefully that'll come up soon. And if you have any other questions, shoot me an email, thebabiesbooty@gmail.com. And hit a like on this video if you haven't done so. Subscribe. Please subscribe if you haven't done so. I look forward to it. Also, there's a collaboration video out there between me and Candia Hainsworth. If you haven't seen it, rush out there, go see it, and hit the like button when you do watch it. So I hope everything works out with you guys. And like I said, if there's any concerns, just let me know. So until the next time, thank you, Miss Cushionberry. I want you guys to have happy embroidering. Until the next time, see you later.